Hey guys, and welcome to Dovetail Games Train Sim World. So we're back, we're live streaming Train Sim World. Should be a good one, and in this case we've got the new DLC as well for Rapid Transit. Thank you very much for subscribing, Damien. So if we continue with that, let's go for your services. So yeah, basically your initial tutorial for the Talent 2 train, the DBBR1442 Talent 2. So your initial tutorial, which I did go through, basically just on the train quickly. But the main things is, so for those who watch my channel on a regular basis, on a Monday I'll generally go for Train Sim World series. So starting tomorrow I'll be going through the 5 missions as normal, and then with today's live stream and then like any extra video as well, they'll be through the normal scenarios. So you have your normal walking and you have your actual train as well. So there you go, the BR1442-6 Talent 2, the Bombardier train built in 2011. So yes, let's start streaming, shall we? And let's see how you guys are doing. And also, one thing I will also say as well, because I am streaming this as well, because Dovetail Games did later on contact me. Basically, how it works, so Dovetail Games sent me 2 Steam keys for the simulator. Welcome to Stream Aviation London Heathrow, how you doing? So yeah, they gave me a key for the game, and then... hang on, let's do something here quickly. And they gave me 2, potentially by accident, fair enough, but yeah, basically asked them, so what should I do with it, because they have 2 keys I'm not going to use. Will they deactivate them, will they give them to other people, will they go on and give it to someone else, or should I go and give it away as a live stream during stream? So they told me, might as well do a live stream on it, give them away, and yeah, that's how I'm doing this today. So we're going to go on the normal route, so let's quickly set some weather up, so go for a bit of clouds. Snow level, no rain, no, none of that for now. I think it's just going to have a bit of clouds. So we continue with that. And if we just select any route, so let's go for that one, 10 past 11. And let's get ourselves started, shall we? Make sure the live stream is going alright on both YouTube and Twitch. That's fine. And on YouTube, whilst this loads in the background as well. All live. And... yep, you guys can hear me perfect. So, for the giveaway, all we've got to do is say Rapid Transit in chat. 1 word, nothing else. Just say Rapid Transit. There you go. Like Heathrow just done. And that gives you a chance of winning in the giveaway today. So I have 2 keys to give out. 1 on Twitch, 1 on YouTube. And at the end of the stream, I'll just basically go through the random pickup. And 2 people win 3 keys for Rapid Transit DLC for Train Sim World. But for now, let's just drive the actual route itself. Oh, I hope that frame rate's not too bad. I'm looking at the stream now. It's a little slow. And so if I quickly move around left, right, and just wait for the playback to come on stream. I'm hoping that's not too laggy. If so, I'll need to work on that. Oh, yeah, that's not too great. In that case, let me just quickly go to stream, settings, whilst train passengers are boarding. I'll need to go to stream, that's all set. Video, it's all fine. Yeah, fair enough. In that case, I'm going to have to hope it doesn't lag out too much, which would be a bit of a shame for today. Anyways, let's lock the doors and let's get ourselves ready to leave. So yeah, wait till 11 past 11, time's right now, so it's 11 past 11, which means put the drive into forwards. There we go, and let's put the train to power. Yeah, my end stream looks alright, the video looks alright, but the stream itself, it's a bit slow. I'm not liking that at all. Yikes, okay. My internet has been a little poor recently. You know what, give me 20 seconds, I'm going to try and restart the stream. Hopefully they're a bit easier on the settings, just give me 20 seconds, but yeah, it's Rapid Transit for a chance to win on the giveaway, give me a few seconds. Right, we're back. And I'm hoping this is a little nicer on you guys. probably should have done a test stream just beforehand, just to make sure it's working alright, but I think that should be alright. At least that's the best I'm going to get out of it. Yeah, it's still a bit laggy, but I think that's as good as it's going to be. But yeah, I do apologise for the slight points of it. I will look into it after stream. Probably is my internet just being a bit of a mess. But anyways, let's get to the first station. And let's carry on. So yeah, speed limit war in the moment. Let's go back to mainline speeds. Welcome stream Puma, how you doing? How you doing, mate? There goes to full on speeds, although we will soon be braking for the first station at Markelberg Gostadselm. There goes, it goes about 60% brake. And let's carry on. I'm not too bad, I'm not too bad. Working with Dovetail Games to try and get rid of 2 keys. So we're doing this on a very poor live stream because my internet can't give me anything decent at the moment. So, fingers crossed, not too bad. Looking good? Fair enough. I'll look into it later, but yeah, it's a bit laggy. Let's just carry on, shall we? So yeah, right in the platform, 11:15. We need to arrive. There we go, full braking. And let's unlock the doors. Yeah, sometimes passengers will not board the train as they should do. A few little glitches and bugs stuff that games still need to fix out. Where pathfinding is a little poor in some cases. So I'll let passengers board in just a moment. Can I try a new train sim world, Euston to Birmingham? I'll look into that. Because I've been on that route before, London Euston to New Street. In fact, I went on it most recently, that's the West Coast Main Line. Because I went back when I went and did the flight sim show interviews, I actually took that very train up to Birmingham. So, you sure it's Train Sim World or Train Sim 2008? Train Sim, sorry, it's 2018 even. Because I've not seen the London Euston to Birmingham Street in that. It's meant to come soon, and that they have got licensing for it, but hey, what can we do? So yeah, up to full speed. Let's get towards the next station. At the end of the stream, so I'll plan to stream for about an hour and a half, and then at the end of that I'll give out the keys. So mainly just so I've got enough build up to actually give them out. I mean, there's 2 chances to win. You can say it either on Twitch or on YouTube, and then I'll give out 1 key on the YouTube stream, 1 key on the Twitch stream, just to balance things out. So 2 chances to win. Do keep an eye out for that. Anyways, let's start slowing down for the next station, 65 miles per hour. So get ready to slow down right about now. Also, I will say Dovetail Games do probably should work on their clouds a little bit, because the clouds don't look so great to this. Fly from Eham to... yeah, I could do. I'll note that down. And the KLM Embraer 190. I don't have a decent 190, but I will try and look into that, and I'm going to go overshoot the station. If I go for both brakes to 100%, that should be enough to slow me down. Okay, let's go emergency brakes on all of them. Shoot just on a tiny bit. So that's, yeah, I could do that route. I'll note it down, and I'll look into getting a E190 as well. So the doors on the left. And then we reset the train, because I had to go into emergency brakes on both circuits. which means I just need to quickly toggle the circuit breaker so that the emergency brakes can deactivate. There we go. In terms of the overshoots, a tiny bit, but as long as all the doors are on the platform, yeah, that's pretty well done. So I'll say, when it comes to train sim worlds, the detailing, I do like the detailing. I mean, fair enough, so there is still a few glitches, I will say. So at high speeds, like the pantographs don't always appear. You've then got, sometimes you can't walk in and out of doors properly, you can't... There's a few glitches in this game, I'm not going to lie, there are plenty of glitches, but in this case, it's one of those that, fingers crossed, Dovetail Games can improve on in the future. I mean, fair enough, they've had some criticism in the past about glitches in their simulator, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things that we don't always have a lot of power over. We've got to hope Dovetail implement it. But yeah, here you go. So when it comes to the giveaway as well, so a few things. So like the video. So when it comes to YouTube, so like the video because that's just the good thing to do. Make sure you're subscribed as well, mainly because if you do win, I need to communicate with you. You need to be subscribed to each other, which is a bit easier. And then also say in the chat. So if I quickly bump the bot, so exclamation mark, that should then get, there you go, Nightbot will now tell you how to win in the giveaway. Yeah, so we're driving in Germany. So this is the S-Bahn 2 in Leipzig, in central southern Germany. Driving the DB BR 1442-6, aka the Talent 2. Also, it has the name Hamster Cheeks as well. A lot of Germans like to call this train the Hamster Cheeks, and I'll show you that why in a moment. I've got that train cruising to the end of the platform. We are about 30 seconds early, which is good. Gives me that extra leeway to get the train going. So I can get to right to the end of the platform, because it's a 6-car train. Normally these are 3-car trains, but they've attached 2 of the cars together, and I'll show you that in a moment as well. That's in a way links to why its train is also known as Hamster Cheeks in Germany. So if we unlock the door, let's go to the third cam. So as you can see, basically the train's got like this crash optimization where this forward buffer here, it's on a little hydraulic push, and the way it situates is you have now this section on the left and a section on the right, and Germans do affectionately call it hamster cheeks because it looks like a hamster's face. And then if you go to the middle of the train, so normally it's a 3-car train, but we got the little extension here in the middle. And there you go, Nightbot reminding everyone how to win the key for the giveaway today. So yeah, rapid transit, all one words. That's you have a chance of winning the key for Train Sim World's rapid transit. Munich to Innsbruck in an A320. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the most comfortable when flying an A320. Tried that not too long ago, it didn't end too well. But yeah, I mean, if it's a 737 or any lighter aircraft, then fair enough, I'd probably do them quite easily. When it comes to the A320, which is going, it's not my most comfortable aircraft in the world, just because I'm not generally using it too much, but I'll think about that one. I'll think about it. And if the stream is still a bit too laggy, then it's one of those things that I will try and work on for the future. And it's looking alright now, so I think whatever I did in the quick pause seems to have worked. I just hope that is the case. Anyway, another 0.9 miles to Leipzig, Konnewitz. Or in Transavia 738 from Yam. Yeah, I can do that, no problem. If you have any like flight requests, then what I can do is I can leave a what I will do is I'll note them down. I'll just save that on the notepad document for later, because I know I do get a fair few flight requests. But knowing it has been a little while since I've done a proper flights live stream, then yeah, it's one of those things that I will save. Look at my Discord. I'll do that when I'm at the next station, no problem. Leipzig, Konowitz. There we go, slowly glide into the station. Quite a major one, so basically like, it's the first big station when you come into Leipzig. So now officially enters the town essentially. Just quickly adjust brakes, that we're not going to stop short. And there we go, now put on the full brakes, 100%. Perfect. Open doors, and passengers will now move. So have a look at my Discord quickly. Sure. Let's have a look. Hi, British Sniper. How are you doing? Here we go. Let's have a look. So, decent modelling with the trains. So, whilst we are stopped, I'll just step out. Have a look in the back. So, we have your first class section at the front today. Your posh leather seats, and you've got a little monitor there as well, which isn't working. One of the things that this game doesn't do too well, monitors. Got the centre cab here, got the toilet and disabled area for wheelchair users. And you've got another section in the back before going to the other cab, and then it'll be the same layout in the forward bit there, including another first class. Yes, I know Infinite Flights, and I'm not too interested in it, not going to lie. Infinite Flights, one of those simulators that, to be fair, it's more of a joke in the flight sim community, because it's just a mobile flight sim at the end of the day. I mean, I'll look into it. I'll see how much it costs. It's like a £5, isn't it? But it's one of those flight sims that I'm not 100% keen on looking into just yet. But yeah, so we've all heard of Infinite Flights this time. But do know, when it comes to a flight simulator, graphics isn't the #1 thing. Yes, there is a giveaway at the end of the stream, so I have 2 giveaway keys for rapid transits for the stream. There you go, just say rapid transit in the chat, and it gives you a chance of winning at the end of the live stream. So I'm giving out 1 key on YouTube, 1 key on Twitch. So do say, so in terms of what you say, leave a like on the video, do subscribe so that it's easier for me to communicate with you by subscribing back to you afterwards. And then say rapid transit in chat on YouTube. When it comes to Twitch, you need to follow me and say rapid transit in chat, and then that also allows me to communicate with you easier as well. And Nightbot every once in a while is also saying that in the chats. Yeah, there is a giveaway at the end of the stream. 2 keys for rapid transits. Do keep an eye out for that. Once we carry on to the next station. And there you go, I think that's pretty nicely done. Have you ever done long haul flights in a sim? Yes, I have. One of my more recent ones was a Concorde flight, which I live streamed. But I rather, unfortunately, not too many people actually watched it, I'm not going to lie. Expected a few more for that, but hey, what can I do really? But yes, I've done a few long haul flights on Flight Sim. There you go, slowly bring it to the end of the platform. Full braking. And stop. Perfect. And there you go, some basic passenger movements. Yeah, I'm looking back. Still not the best frame rate in the world. My internet is completely pooped. Basically, I'm guessing it's because we now have like Google Home, Android, kind of stuff. All that links together. It's now caused a bit of a backlog on the bandwidth. How do you giveaway? So you say basically just say rapid transit in chat. Thank you very much, Flair and Boy, for following. Just say rapid transit in chat, and it then puts you in a chance of winning the giveaway at the end of the stream. Take some trips on Flight Sim. Get yourself a decent setup. That's one thing I think everyone will say. Get yourself a decent setup. Anything poor would basically lag out, won't give you too much high quality content to work with. Don't go for it. So get a high quality system is for sure. Get yourself a simulator you're good at, but nothing too terrible. So FSX, P3D, X-Plane are 3 main simulators you should look into. And get yourself an add-on aircraft or 2. So in my case, the PMDG 737, like my main go-to jet, because I know it well, fly it all the time. It's one of those aircraft I'm quite comfortable with. So get an aircraft you're comfortable with, and fly that as much as you can. Try and build up an audience. Don't spam, people hate it. Fly on that sim, people love that. As it's realistic. Realism's a good part of being a simulator YouTube channel as well. And just basically keep going at it. I mean, don't expect to go overnight. Definitely happened with me. It took me about a year and a half to really start getting somewhere on YouTube. So yeah, don't expect to be going overnight. It's very much a long-term thing, YouTube. But once you start working on it and get yourself an audience, then basically you're free to do what you need to. Go merge breaks on both again because I'm going to possibly overshoot this one a tiny bit. Fair enough. Not the best stop in the world. I do need to quickly reset the pantograph again, so I wanted to merge the brakes. Let's quickly get ourselves to the end of the platform, and of course I've broken the train because I seem to have done that all the time. Right, off, on, go. Whatever, let's just let the passengers on now. Knock left, let me try and figure out what I've done to the train, because I've possibly busted there. So emergency, release, that's in neutral, cut the pantograph, and let the passengers do their movements whilst we wait. As long as the entire train's in the station, the majority of it is, that's fine. So it'll be fine. How do you enter giveaway? Just say rapid transit in chats. So I actually bought the NBA 146 in the flight sim show. Fair enough, well played. So that was at the yeah, flight sim show at Cosford. Good day for me. A lot of interviews with the channels. Yeah, this is Train Sim World by Dovetail Games. There you go. So as Nightbot says there, to win a copy of Train Sim World for Rapid Transit, just say Rapid Transit in chat. It gives you the chance of winning it later on. Yes, there are 8 users and 4, 8. So yeah, 12 people are now currently set to win these the simulator. Let's see how many more we can get at the end. But like I said, do subscribe or do follow depending on what service you're using. That way it'll be easier for me to communicate with you with the Steam key at the end. For what settings I'm running at, I'm running at medium everything because my system isn't the best for this. I do have a graphics card slightly lacking. In fact, I should have been set to high, not medium. Ah, this didn't save properly. No wonder I'm lagging a bit. Thank you very much for reminding me that, Kumar. I set it up yesterday, but for some reason it's defaulted back to high, so no wonder I'm lagging. Anyway, just set on the headlights to high beam. So yeah, this is now running at all high, turn them to medium. There you go, so thank you for following Aviator London. Whoops, going way too fast in tunnel, and the station's right there. I'm probably going to overshoot this one. Great. Right, not paying any attention now, unfortunately. I'm going to overshoot this one. I fingers crossed part of the train stays in the station, meaning it doesn't force me out. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm going to give that one to me. So if I look left, what happens when you don't pay attention when driving a train, especially a manual one, not an automatic setup. Yeah, I'm trying to balance between live stream chat and game distance speed driving system. Welcome to stream, Noble Deluxe Gamer. How are you doing today? And yeah, here's our train now in the darkness of the tunnel. So we should soon be ready to go. As we say in the central part of Leipzig. So we are now on the ground very much, and we'll be here until we get through the central station in about 2 or 3 stops. Yeah, I'll just quickly close the doors on my way out. So it's 1, 2, fair enough, 3 sets of doors that went through. So if I lock the left side doors, do I actually need to reset train brakes again, because I've had to go to emergency. So pantograph off, pantograph on, go. Give it a few extra seconds to set up. There's one thing with the train, if you go to emergency brakes, you do need to reset the electrical systems basically. In this case, this train's not refusing to work for me now. See, that's all set. That's set to forwards. There we go. I love this train sometimes. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain to get working once you get it on emergency, but I think that's just the fail-safe system with it. So if you are on emergency brake, there's a reason you have to do it, which means you have to reset the entire thing just to get yourself going again. Now if we just slow train down to normal, now that I know exactly where I am, coming to Leipzig Market. So bring it into the next station. How long do I live stream for? I'd say an hour and a half, 2 hours at most. Because doing the route one way, it's about an hour in length. Then I plan to do maybe like a nighttime route on the way back. And then just before stream ends, I'll be doing the full giveaway. So now I'm locked on the left. And there you go. I think I'm more used to the Great Western Railway, the British trains. Yeah, I saw that. You haven't streamed in a long time, Puma, and I got a notification on my desktop saying that you started streaming again on Sundays, which was quite cool. Right, so almost done loading, just over about 2/3 of the way there now. And then more or less I was ready to depart once again. And there we go, so now I've got to lock the doors. Oh friend, sounds like the train that runs to Poznan. Yes. Probably be quite similar. I mean, yeah, because I know Poland do now have some new Pendolino trains. This being the German Crossrail, no, not Crossrail. Basically, what I did in the last video is I compared this to, for my British viewers, and I've got quite a few of them, I compared this to, what's it called, Thameslink in the UK through London, where you have the main line going through the centre underground and then carrying on through the other side. But I've got to love this again, haven't I? I really need to be easy on the brakes. I really need to be easy on the brakes. Another train on the other platform there. And yeah, we'll stop in time. Another train on the other platform here. Whoops, map. And yeah, he's on his way out. And of course, one thing to simulate as well, so cameras, the camera doesn't always work as it should do, so it just glitches you out everywhere. One thing Dovetail needs to look into. Anyways, let's quickly set this train up again. So that needs to go to neutral. That goes to release. And then just before we leave again, I will turn on the pantograph. Yeah, so British Airways do plan to finish services with the 747. I think it's 2022 is when they plan to fully replace them. So another 5 years left of life they have. Yeah, you're not yeah, I'm not the greatest. Again, the thing is, like, just before streaming this, I did a few test runs, and yeah, everything going fine, did the routes, no problems. Of course, when I go live, everything goes wrong because reasons I don't know anymore. Anyways, let's turn on the pantograph again, and let's get ourselves going. There we go, so now it's on neutral power as we leave the tunnels for the last time. And then at this point, it's Leipzig ignored, so yeah, at this point it's now going to be some open stretch of tracks. We can then go on for about 3-4 miles at a time, 3-4 kilometers, sorry, at a time, before we get to each station. So this is generally the fun bit of track. When we're doing it at Christmas break, I don't get one, I'm working. I get Christmas day off, but that's it. I work every other day of the week because I work at Just Eat, UK food takeaway company. I'm a social media marketer over there, so Christmas is generally quite a busy time of year for us, which is why we do need to work as much of it as we can. Anyways, we'll carry on, shall we? So it's back up to full speeds, although we will soon be stopping for Leipzig Nord. So if we carry on this power, we're about a minute late now because of the slight mess up earlier. The botched job of me trying to slow down this train. I think it's about 60 miles per hour, 90 kilometers an hour. We should be alright for this last stretch of track. And there we go, so now bring this train down to a halt. Yeah, now that we're in the open bit, I should be alright. That tunnel section always catches me out when it comes to stations because they are just so frequent. At this point, it's now much more open, much easier to drive through. Yes, do remember guys, I'm giving out 2 keys today for Trains in World Rapid Transit, one on Twitch, one on YouTube. So if you've entered on YouTube, you still have a second chance to enter over on Twitch, 2 chances to win. So links for everything are in the description. If you're on YouTube, link to Twitch in the description. If you're on Twitch, link to YouTube's down below as well. And then don't forget to say Rapid Transit on that, as well as follow, leave a like, do what you need to get a high chance to win. because I'm using Nightbots as the giveaway service thing behind it. It's alright, it's a little bit glitchy, but it does the job basically. So the passengers now board and deboard the train. Yeah, let's not say anything. I did see over there a shovel though, so we'll go pick that up. Basically, one of the small mini games in the simulator DLC is the grit shovels. Walk over that and pick them up. I think I've now got 3. And yeah, not sure what's going on with her. Park the bus, yeah, I love that. I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan myself, so Mourinho did win us the league by parking the bus, but hey, what can you do about it really? Boring win titles. Unless you're Manchester City, of course, then you can play the most fantastic football, passing football, and still dominate the league with no losses and 15 wins on the trot. Anyways, let the doors close, and there goes 2.3 miles now to Leipzig Mess. Will I be able to give on aircraft models? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by aircraft models? I mean, giveaways aren't something I'm going to do too much of in my channel, mainly because they do generally bring lots of bad press around it. So in my case, I'm doing this because Dovetail Games wanted me to do it. We teamed up with them. Basically, they just gave me 2 keys and said, hey, just give them away on live streams. That's cool, I'll do that. So whilst you don't see too many live streams from me, it's one of those rare occasions where they wanted me to do it. Fair enough, might as well comply with them and just do it. So, what do you mean by aircraft models? Oh, no. Gemini jets, etc. not going to happen. If I do any giveaways for aircraft stuff, it'd most likely just be simulator DLCs and add-ons. And there you go, so now we're past the tunnels and through the centre of Leipzig. We've now got good opportunity to bring the train right up to speed and just shoot through the centre of town. So now start to slow down again for the next station, Leipzig Mess. So let's stay train to neutral, and we'll start our braking in just a moment. Go, station coming right up, and so we should be alright in terms of braking. Quite a long platform this one, so I've got plenty of time to manoeuvre if I need to. I mean, technically I should get to the shelter bits right at the end, but at this point I can't really stop here and let passengers on and off. Just the train to neutral. What was our time anyway? 11:44, 11:45. So yeah, again we're about a minute behind schedule. Passengers are technically waiting here, so if I stop train here, that should be alright. And there we go, that'll do. So I'll let the train stop and open the doors. And we'll just let the passengers change now. There we go, so they went to board the train. I'm not sure why the 2 people standing there not moving. Is it 2 or 3? That might actually be 3. 3 people there standing, not sure why. But hey, what can I do about it? Also, one thing I do like about simulators as well, the train, like the reflections on this simulator are beautiful. Like, people move or the environment moves, the reflections will account for that. Why does it look laggy? That's because my internet's absolutely pathetic at the moment, and so it's creating a massive lag issue on my stream. I do apologise for that. I do need to work on this, but basically I'm guessing because, in fact, reload the graphics a little bit just in case, but this is definitely an issue with OBS. But basically, because my house got like all the Google Home, you've got like these smart bulbs now and all that kind of stuff built in. Basically, you've got a lot of stuff on the internet. It's now completely trashing the bandwidth. So whilst I'm not a fan of this new internet hellhole we now live in this house, it's one of those things I don't have much power over at the moment, unfortunately. But I will try and improve on that in the future. But yeah, I do apologise for the lag issues. Normally my FSX stuff doesn't look too bad, but everything else just suffers. I'm going to bring train up to power. Let's get going to Rakvits in 3.2 miles. As you are right, I'm looking back at the stream right now, it really is just lagging. Anyways, there you go. Unlimited speeds. We are now clear to go at national speed limit for trains. That's something like 150 kilometers an hour. Wow, I'm looking really. This is not looking great at high speeds. It really just frame rate destroys. Right, next time I do stream Trains mod, I will have to adjust my internet, really, to keep this one going. Anyways, we'll carry on. Initially I was streaming at 1080p, I've now decided to go back for 720p. Just to try and aid things in that way. So we are coming up to 90 miles per hour now. Sure, no worries, Noble, we'll see you later. And speed limit just goes right down for a moment there, that's fine. Station in 1.7 miles. So at this point I'll now put the train to neutral. And then one of the moments we'll start thinking about slowing down for Rakvits station. There we go, to put the brakes on now. 78%. 100% really, and again just lightly adjust the brakes so that we can get to the platform without stopping too far or too short. Not really, I mean that's the speed limit on this tracks, going way too fast. This is how fast it's meant to be on this section. Ah yes, welcome to Stream Sim UK, how you doing? Do apologise for slight lagginess, my internet's being absolutely pathetic for me today, which means the stream on your end looks a bit poor, in my end it's actually running at full 60. So yeah, put train at halt now, passengers on and off. Yeah, I will say, what I can do in which case you can't, is that I can easily get on and off the train through the main door, so unless it was glitched when you did your video, so I may have fixed it at this point. But in terms of the points you put in your video, I do agree with basically all of them. I mean, detailing, modding is fantastic, but there are some glitches that do stick out. Yeah, again, I'm really sorry for the lagginess on your end, guys. I do need to sort out my internet. Probably reset the entire router for next time. Anyways, passengers will soon be finished boarding. Okay, actually, one thing also I will say, like, something you didn't point out in yours, but I do like the reflections as well. Dynamic environments affecting reflections. Probably one of the best things that this simulator does bring in. One of the reasons I'm quite happy Dovetail Games went for the Unreal Engine for their simulator. And we'll just sit down this chair now, close the door, and let's get ourselves going. So he wants to hijack a train these days. Oh yes, and also Dovetail Games is also give me 2 keys. Dovetail Games also chose to give me 2 keys as well for rapid transit, so I also have a giveaway at the end of it as well. If you just say rapid transit in chat, you get a chance of winning another key for Train Sim World if you want it. Train Sim World's rapid transit. Yeah, detailing wise, that's how games are good at. It's just when it comes to bug fixing, making updates, and responding to the community. I think that's the 3 slight weaker points that they have. The flight sim guys aren't too bad. Chris himself is generally quite active, but the Train Sim World guys could be a little bit better, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so my first train simulator was Trains 2009. That was, actually no, before that, Microsoft Train Simulator, which I absolutely loved, was thrilled with. Then I got Trains 09, loved the editor in that. And then, I think it was just a few year gap, got Wild Subways Volume 3, which I think is my all-time favourite simulator. And then the reason I like Train Sim was just because the similarities it has with Wild Subways, where you can control the train from the cab and all the buttons and switches to work and everything like that. But Wild Subways is a decent simulator, Train Sim World, decent simulator, could have its improvements. Would like to see like functional displays and everything, which would be controlled from this panel here. Unfortunately you can't do it on these little buttons. Oh no, you can control these ones, fair enough. Basically that there would control the display at the top of the train. So that there, which should give you like a destination or your information, doesn't work in any of the Dovetail games unfortunately. Anyways, we'll start slowing the train down now. Oops, nope, went to emergency brakes. Brakes. Was that was emergency brake? I don't know anymore. This is behind the chat window, so I actually can't see the chat or what brakes are saying. Alright, did it go to emergency? I think it may have done. Yes, it did. Great. Move chat there. That way I can actually see what's going on. So we reset the pantograph. Set into neutral. Back and forwards. Back and forwards. And there we go. One thing I have updated, so if you do go into emergency brakes, as you need to reset the systems, you now have to turn the pantograph on and off again. Right, so now just stick it in neutral at this point. I'm now coming up to 2 minutes behind schedule. That should be alright to go to Shore Stout. Yeah, I think if it comes to Train Sim World, I would like to see a steam train in the simulator too. With tons of functionality and all that, I would like to basically power everything from shoveling coal to balancing the heat of the boiler. I'm just getting train to move. So if we unlock the doors. Yeah, so I do have some issue with the frost brakes. Not as bad as it used to be, so in terms of the response, I can control that a lot better than I could before. But new pantograph effects I'm not too sure. I mean, I've seen them like raise low and that kind of stuff, but in that case I'm just messing around the circuit breaker. The pantographs don't really need to move too much. Let's see if I do load the pantographs. There you go. And at this point, I believe it's another 6 miles into the next station. This is probably the longest stretch, is it? No, so we've got one more station, and then we've got a good 6 miles worth of non-stop, full-speed action. Welcome to stream Sick Nick, how you doing today? Where's the door? There it is. So now lock the doors. And let's get going. Oh, is it? Let's get going then, and if I can look it. Oh yeah, there is some slight movement in the pantograph now. I like that. I really do. It's one of those, again, I think it goes back to Dovetail Games, like, it's one of those small details that Dovetail Games will add to their simulators. It doesn't add too much to it, but like, it's one of those nice little features. So if I go to the carriage connection, like, okay, maybe not so much on this train because the bogie goes right down through it. But with the class 166 and 43 on Great Western, like, you had the little carriage movements as well. That would check because it was realistic. Connections, there you go, that also moves as well. A little bit of balancing detail on that. So all these little details you get in Train Sim which you do really like. Just a shame they're not fixing all the bugs that people actually have issues with in the simulator at the moment. Yeah, I've not spotted the pantograph one yet. I do like that a lot. So in just a moment I will now put the train's idle power, and then we will slow down for Leipzig und Bahnhof. So yeah, put the train to neutral. And then we'll slow it down. So yeah, brakes are a lot more responsive like I said in this one, but I've got a feeling they may be a bit too responsive now. So the difference between braking and emergency brakes, non-resistant, and I'm going to be late for the stop, so I'm actually going to have to click on both brakes because I'm going to overshoot this one at this rate. Apply. Stick an emergency both of them, screw it. Yeah, will I make the station in time? I'm hoping it is. It's not the longest platform, this one in the world, but I do have enough overshoot at least to cope with this one. You know what, I think that's actually been pretty well done that, the braking. Perfect. So I'll now open the doors. Reset the train again, so release that. Neutral that. Stick the reverse in neutral. And turn off the power. And then before we leave again, we'll turn the train power back on. Fair enough, so the last carriage was a little bit late to that one, that's fine. Inside, so yeah, not too much movement. Okay, another thing I like about the simulator as well, so the detail in terms of the interior as well. So before that, a few glitches where the seats also stick out the side of the train and that kind of stuff. The modelling they have fixed in that case. And one thing is like, so Dovetail Games could have easily just ignored this kind of like row here where it's like a kid's kind of seat. You've got the drawing on the table, you've got the letters on the seats. Dovetail Games could have easily just ignored that and go for a standard seat, but they've also decided to include a still kids table bit, which I do really like as well. Just that eye for detail Dovetail Games do have a lot of. If they could just fix the glitches that simulator does have, that would basically probably make this the best simulator train-wise there is out there. But I mean, there aren't too many simulators that do get to this kind of level, but there's a lot more that Dovetail Games could add in the future, which I would like to see. There you go, 6.9 miles to Beta Fields. This is now the longest stretch of track at full speed, with nothing slowing us down. see I do have a quick siding for the line there to the right. Otherwise it's now just quick cruising. We'll pass a few smaller stations along the way, but I know we have to stop out for this route. So like I said, I'm going to do this route in its entirety, I can't even say that word. Then I'll probably do a nighttime route on the return journey, so I can have a look at the scenery at night. And then we'll do the giveaway, and just a few extra bits at the end for ending the stream. But as I say, as it stands, how the series will work, so doing your normal Monday series, doing the 5 missions every Monday. And then we'll see what else we get for Train Sim World. Manchester, Liverpool. I'm not too sure if that would be a great route for trains. Maybe Train Simulator 18, but not so much for Train Sim World. I mean, Train Sim Worlds, we're hoping to see bigger maps in this DLC. Liverpool to Manchester, bear in mind they are just neighbours. It's not like London to Reading, which actually has some distance to it, 35 kilometres. Liverpool to Manchester, that's just next door to each other, so one stop down the line. Yeah, American locomotives and Train Sim are spot on, I've seen them every day, yeah. So in terms of locomotives, they are spot on for all of them. So the Great Western Railway I've been on myself a few times in the real world. And detailing wise, the map wise and everything, just everything is fantastic. I think all I've seen missing is maybe the correct bridge over Hayes and Harlington Station, maybe the platform extension as well, but either way the detailing in those simulators and trains and everything is fantastic. Train Sim World for Xbox One, they're meant to be releasing Train Sim World and Flight Sim World to consoles eventually. I'm not sure when it's meant to happen, but Dovetail Games have promised console release for both simulators as well. So I found this lagging issue I've got on my simulator right now. On my screen I'm looking at it perfect, full 60 FPS. Let me just double check one first. If we switch to desktop, how's that looking on your end? Probably quite good, I wouldn't lie. If it's the game capture that's not working, I'll wait for it to jump on my screen. Oh yeah, that's much better. It's much better on your guys' end. In fact, so we go back to that, switch to game, to the game capture. Let me try window capture. Oops, cancel that. We go to transform, full screen. And go to gameplay. Stretch screen, there you go. How's that looking? Is that better? I think it might be. Not really, no. I'll look into it. I'll look into trying to get this as efficient as possible. So in a moment I will start to slow train down, and then start to close into beta fields. Ooh, speed limits now come to a bit of a slow one here. I'm going to train limits now here, so if I slow train down to about 90 miles per hour, it's about 125 kilometers an hour, and then we'll start slow down train very slowly into beta field. Again, another passing train. And to the next station. And yeah, I think in terms of distance, this is perfect. So I'll let passengers on and off here. doors. And let's switch out. So yeah, that there was the longest open stretch of track. There's now 2 or 3 more stops, trying to think maybe 3, till we get to the end of the route, and then we'll do a nighttime journey before ending the stream. Welcome stream Game with Machine, how you doing? And whilst I'm here, look into the actual window display capture issue. It's not a media source. No. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's being so laggy on on window capture full screen. Whoops. This mode, this game looks perfect. Ran no problems. You can see everything. Did its job. For whatever reason, hang on, we locked the doors. Guess I was going. When it comes to any other views, nothing starts to be a bit of an issue. What can I do about it, really? So yeah, the reason you're seeing it laggy, I do apologise for, that's an issue on Bandicam, nothing else. What's my specs? So again, I've said it before, graphics card's lacking, but I am running a... moments. I'm running a 6th generation Intel Core i7-6700K processor. Whoops. With 16 gigs of RAM and the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 745. So the graphics card itself is lacking. Everything else should be alright. A little too fast here, but it's nothing too major. Mainly just trying to catch up with time at this point. It's meant to be there in about 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm actually have caught up with time slightly, which is fine. There we go, now increase the speed again. Yeah, so that's a decent setup. The thing that gets you there is the graphics cards. In my case, I say graphics card is really poor on mine. The reason I'm running a little bit lower than I should be. When it comes to upgrades, I think graphics is definitely the next thing on my list. Yeah, the station where the recommended area to stop is a little bit too far short for my liking. Just to the end of the platform if possible. At least close to where that guy is standing. There we go. Actually pretty perfect. He's just standing right there at the end. Deserve a medal for that. Although only one person boarded the train. Yeah, the AI needs work on this simulator. Still far from perfect, but fix that. Dovetail Games then should be set for probably again one of the better train simulators out there, if not one of the best, just in terms of detailing and functionality. And we'll let the passengers finish loading, and then we'll carry on. Turn the motion blur off. Saving the setting. You didn't used to be. So which one's motion blur? Oh, hang on. Scenario Maker is a new option. I'll look into that later. So I'm assuming post-process is the ooh, nope, no, that's definitely not it. Welcome to stream, Ross ATR, how you doing? No worries, thank you for watching. Right, I will look into the Senator just for the sake of... Yeah, I need to look into all this definitely for sure. All my trees have now disappeared. Yikes. Graphics, medium, ultra, blah blah blah, yep. Something's gone seriously wrong. Right, so I just have that boarded. And let's get going. Yes, OBS causing now the lagging issues. Definitely not the simulator or my internet, it's OBS. Bandicam does it fine. Yeah, it's slightly smoother, I'll give you that. But I will test around with this. Maybe try and find, maybe look into XSplit as well, see if XSplit's a better option than OBS. Anyways, 1 mile to Wolfen Beta Field. There we go, station nav is going just a distance. So we're going to that. And then it's not too far now to the end of the route. So we'll do a nighttime return journey. And then we'll do our giveaway. Yeah, graphics could be a lot better than this, but unfortunately that's down to the limitation on my end, unfortunately. Please. Turn those rolls. Yes, I do know. Is it F2? I'll look into that. Now I should restart train here. There we go, actually break again, so I need to reset the entire train. There we go. So F2 toggles the motion blur. I'll do that the next time we move. I mean, turning off motion blur probably would solve a lot of the lagging issues. But you are right, it is now running a little bit smoother on the stream compared to before. So I'll look into that if possible other games as well. Maybe that's the reason why it is causing all the lagging issues. I mean, internet wise, it shouldn't be that bad today, but hey. Alright, so just ready to finish loading passengers. Update myself. How many people? So at the moment we have 17 people with a chance to win on YouTube, and 6 people with a chance to win on Twitch. Don't forget to say rapid transit on both YouTube and Twitch. Gives you a high chance to win the code. Thank you for following Ross ATR. Much appreciated. And thank you for following and subscribing even Lemon Madness. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, and so that's like motion blur turned on and motion blur turned off. Yeah, there is a slight difference in that, I'll give that to you. Again, I'll look into the settings as well later on, just to try and tweak this even more. Yeah, look at it on Twitch quickly as well, see what the quality is like on that. Yeah, basically on YouTube it's a little bit stuttery, a little bit laggy. We'll go to Twitch quickly. See what the quality's like on that once the advert goes through. Yeah, next station now coming up. We are basically on time now, just 30 seconds late. Yours should be alright. In my case, like I said, it's the graphics card that slows me down. Everything else is fine. Graphics is what kills me. By having a 1050, your PC is already like twice the strength of mine. Look at Twitch. Still, I'd still question Twitch as well. Still question the quality on both stream sites. Anyway, passengers now making their movements. I use a GTX 745. So not the nicest card in the world. I guess their passengers finished boarding. Lock the doors. And off it goes. Of course it wouldn't. There we go. At this point in the route, the speed limit does slow to about 55 kilometers an hour. I'm not going to lie, I'm not too sure why it does, because no twist turns or anything in this part of the track, but should be alright. There we go, it has now jumped up to 100 kilometers an hour, so we'll now speed up the train again. Dragon in 1 mile. And we soon get ready to stop for the next station. And there we go. They're going to train on the other platform there as well. Stick on max brake now and then just spread that into the platform. Maybe not max brake just yet. Yeah, the train accelerating is fantastic, especially for a train. Acceleration is perfect. Braking can be a little bit slow sometimes, but either way, it should be alright. There you go, so if we bring this into the platform. Yeah, Train Sim World's definitely one of those games that would be better to stream. I mean, it does come with 5 missions as default. So that should be cool. Do note, you do need the base game as well for the DLC code to work, because technically this route that I'm giving away is DLC. You need the base game Train Sim World CSX Heavy Haul for the key to work. I think I've made that clear in everything basically now, the giveaway, the description, you name it. But you do need to own CSX Heavy Haul for the key to work. Okay, so he's now leaving the station. Yes, this is a DLC to Train Sim World, it's like the base game. So you own Train Sim World. Basically same to like Train Simulator, where you have the base game and section of routes, and you have to buy more routes afterwards. Right, so I'll lock the door now. And then let's carry on to Dovetail Games. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Dovetail Games. And then there's one more station where the train will then terminate. So yeah, 6.5 miles, another long open stretch of track for me to bring this thing right up to full speed. Welcome to stream, Fable and Ifzal. How you doing? Who's playing Train Sim World watching stream? I am for sure. I'm watching stream on my phone, just make sure we're working alright. It's a bit laggy because OBS is being annoying for me today. So yes, I'm playing Train Sim World whilst watching it as well. But how are you two doing today? Welcome to the stream. And again, don't forget to join the giveaway. Just say rapid transit in both YouTube and Twitch chat for 2 chances to win, because remember, we give away 2 keys, one on Twitch, one on YouTube. If you go on Twitch, there's a high chance of winning the key because less people have used that one. So there you go, little trick from me. If you want a high chance to win, go to Twitch right now and you get a good chance of winning this one. It's rapid transit without the quotation marks. So in all of the stations you don't need to stop up on the lane. What station is this one? Marker. There you go, Lucas has the idea. Then likewise, for those on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, and then on Twitch don't forget to follow. That way it's easy to communicate with you, basically to give you the Steam key if you do win as well. So there you go, thank you very much, Captain Info. caps info like that on Twitch. There's another 3.5 miles to Dessau Sud for next station. You should be there in about 2 minutes. So if I could speed a tiny little bit more, but nothing too major, so not overspeeding by far. There we go. Again, I do apologise for the lagging of the stream. It really shouldn't be that bad, but it just is, and I don't even know why. It shouldn't be anywhere near as bad as it's giving you. My internet's just been a flop today. As it has been for the last couple of weeks, I won't lie. It has been very bad setup for the last couple of weeks. And again, if I went into desktop capture, it would be quite smooth for you guys. Problem is, you've got everything in the background as well, which I don't feel like showing. For example, the giveaway information, both Steam keys. Thank you very much, someone for subscribing. Lucas Roblox 553 for following on Twitch. Thank you. So yeah, on desktop it's quite smooth. You guys can see everything quite nicely. For whatever reason, the moment I come into game capture, it's just laggy, horrible mess. So I do need to look into that, and again look into XSplit as well as a replacement for OBS if it's that bad. Yes, you are right. It's I mean, for example, like you said there, so Train Sim World for the first time actually reached 60 FPS without any issues. My stream's not showing that, I can tell you that for sure. It looks like at least 10, but either way. Setting an OBS, let's just switch between GPU and CPU. Does it? Right, next station I'm going to look at that, because if it helps take off the CPU, that would help me a lot. And I think you guys can see that, because, God, is that really how bad it is now? That's terrible, I need to sort that out. 1.4 miles. Kind of necessary restart stream though, fair enough. In that case, just before I get to the next station, I will do a quick jump. Get to advanced brain there somewhere. I'll look into it. Either way, I do need to now start thinking about staying up next station. Cool, thank you very much for that, Ross ATR. I'll do that. Yeah, it doesn't just me how I can do it. Yeah, I'm only record with Bandicam. Best program I ever bought, Bandicam. And I'll just stream with that. Personally, I don't think it will. Train Sim World is a different setup completely. And whilst there will be a lot of DLC behind it for the different routes, with Train Sim 2018, I mean, that's now 10 years of like constant updating, all the joke routes as well as like the, yeah, like a lot of joke routes as well. So you got the Halloween routes, you had your Christmassy liveries, that kind of stuff. Like, I think Train Sim World's trying to be a much more serious platform as a train simulator. I think that's where Train Sim World's going to dominate over Train Simulator. I mean, Dovetail put more time to it. This is based on the Unreal Engine. Train Simulator 2018 is their own homebrew system, which isn't very good, to say the least. So being the Unreal Engine, like, support for this one's also going to be a lot higher as well. That's why I hope to see Train Sim World's increase for the future. And fair enough, you have the base game CSX Heavy Haul, which gives you the CSX Freight routes, where your passengers are currently DLC. While it would be nice to see maybe at least one more route in the free version, I'm not sure how that would work, if Dovetail will let's have one. Either way, as it stands, it should be alright as a simulator. Anyways, welcome to the Dessau Sud. There was a shovel over there, but I picked it up in the first video I did. Oh yeah, and like all the details and buildings as well, like all these details you get in these buildings, in the houses, in everything. It's exactly how the real station looks. I mean, USim put on the links to another video of someone who went up on this train route and just basically recorded the entire route. I watched that after watching yours, and you are right, just the detailing and everything is spot on, it's basically perfect. I mean, still a few minor things, so for example the level crossings could be improved, so like that gets leveled out and everything moves across, so would be nice to see a few minor improvements with some of the map details, but overall, just the amount of everything, just, yeah, everything really has improved since the very beginning. Anyways, allow that train move. And let's go towards the final stop of the route at Dessau. Can't even pronounce that last word. HBF something Bauernhof. So yeah, that looks good on my screen. For you, it's gonna be like a 5 FPS glitchy horrible mess. I do need to move this onto my GPU as opposed to my CPU. Yikes, it's looking good on the stream. Oh well. So it's Dessau. And after that, it is... no, it is Dessau. Final stop on the route. In terms of time, I'm again about 30 seconds behind schedule. So I have a little bit of catching up to do. If I get to the last stop with enough speed behind it, go slightly above the limits, then that will help. Train Sim 18, it's alright, but I think Train Sim World does throw it out the water light. Fair enough, Train Simulator 18 does have its detailing, its decent trains, decent routes, but it's just, compared to Train Sim World, like the amount you can get in this simulator in terms of map detail and everything, it's a lot nicer. Dovetail Games themselves did say that when making a map, with Train Sim World, it takes them about a week to do 1 mile of map. With Train Simulator, they can do a mile of track a day, so it's a lot faster in terms of route, because it's just a lot less there to do with Train Sim 18. It's a week, that's what Games, like I said, they spend a week modelling their maps in Train Sim World 17, in Train Sim World, full stop, it's too confused now. Yeah, and just in terms of detailing, modding, all that kind of stuff in Train Simulator, Train Sim World, it's a very different platform. Just break to the final one there, and let the passengers deboard the train. Unlock left, and with that, we've now done the first part of the route. For this, like I said, we'll do one more journey back at night. And then at the end of the stream, I'll do the giveaway, giving out 2 keys for Train Sim World's rapid transit. Do I think there'll be a steam locomotive on Train Sim World? Yes, I do think there'll be a steam train. I think Dovetail Games themselves also hinted that they would like to add a steam train simulator as well. So, good chance of seeing one in the future. Here we go, so all good. I think it may get a little bit of a, there you go, towards the end of the route does start to get down a bit, but I do eventually catch up with time towards the end of the routes, and otherwise a half decent score for that. So we'll let everything go up to level 9. Also, do you think there'll be trains will be focused on Sinner? I do think we'll get some steam trains within Train Sim World. I think Dovetail Games themselves have said they'd like to do that in the future. Right, so if we go back to the main menu, and let's go do a nighttime route. And then towards the end of it, I'll then give out the Steam keys. And after stream, I'll then get in contact with you guys over YouTube Messenger, Steam, Twitch Messenger, wherever I can get in contact with you. So yeah, let's go to the Talent 2 again. Let's go for some... Make it a rainy night. Go on then, let's make it a rainy night, like I say. Snow level, no thank you. And let's do a latest night's routes. So there you go, routes I do complete now has a tick next to it. So there you go, 11:10. And now if we go to the bottom, let's do 22:10. Well, actually 24-hour service, that one, fair enough. So if I start at the top, preferably. Right, so that's the latest route heading southbound. But overall, I'm quite impressed with Dovetail Games Train Sim World. It works, it does what it needs to as a train simulator. It does the job. So fingers crossed, as you say Sim, it gets better in the future. Anyways, let this all load. And let's get ourselves going. So we'll unlock the doors. I don't need to, hang on, I've done wrong here. There we go. So we'll let passage on at this first stop here, and now we're heading southbound at night in the rain. It's not going the entire length of the route, so once we leave the tunnels through central Leipzig, it then becomes a much more normal route. So we're actually finding a 6-car train again. Actually, yeah, think about it. Last train of the day, of course you have a 6-car train. Anyways, let's now leave first station. Hang on, forward power as well. There we go. Wipers as well. And on the wiper setting 2. Headlights set that to max. And one thing else I was going to say as well. Oh yes, also when it comes to you, in case SBK, when it comes to the timing. So as you can see, it is now 21:06, and it says waits until 21:06. Basically, with Dovetail Games, what they've done is they've timed it down to the seconds. So there you go. It's now gone at 30 seconds past. Basically, Dovetail Games with Train Sim World, they go down to the second when it comes to what time trains are meant to leave. So whilst they can't properly show it on the board up there, it says 21:10. Technically, there's a very set time that you need to leave the station to match the real world timetable. But you are right, that is something they should probably look into. Tell us what second we need to leave, or just let us leave on the minute on the dots. But I think you probably have a better connection with the train sim guys. I mean, with me, I've got open communication with Chris for the Flight Sim World team. Train Sim World, I've got James. We talk to each other like once a month for the DLC releases, but not as much as we should do. And yeah, I'm also quite excited for the Steam Train releases as well. I remember it was one of the first things they talked about. I remember watching a live stream just before Great Western DLC release. They talked about potentially adding a steam train because how cool it would be to drive. Not sure which routes they'll give us. I mean, if it's keeping up like the modern day, there's probably some like steam trains still working somewhere in not so developed country, but we could also go historic as well. Oh, you cut your ties with Flight Sim World, right? Okay. I still talk to Chris every once in a while, but what, have you given up on Flight Sim World that much? Right, so now start slowing this train down, bring it into Dessau Sword. Oh right, you two fell out, fair enough. So remember, first time because I've been watching your content for a little while now, then I remember you gave me a quick shout out when I found the modding way around on the flight sim, which I found quite fun. But, well, you've completely cut them out, fair enough. Now with Chris, I don't mind Chris too much, he's not been too bad. So let the train come to a halt, open the doors. And yeah, on the return journey I should be a little bit easier now that I know the route a little bit more. Again, not sure why I was messing up so badly on the journey to Dessau Sword, but hey. See what the frame rate's like at night as well. Hopefully not as bad, but unfortunately I can't really say much about it. Yeah, it's a little bit poor. Again, I think I should probably put a note in the title or something. The reason this is so laggy is down to the fact that this OBS is bugging out like crazy. I've never seen it so bad, I have to say. I mean, I'm still running at full 60, because again, I was going to say earlier is that you are right. It's one of the things that this DLC did with Train Sim Worlds. You what was I going to say? Yeah, because first time getting to full 60 FPS, properly brought it to the level it should be. I mean, fair enough, the UI has always been a bit glitchy with everything, but either way, first time full 60 FPS in a Train Sim World, in a DLC with this amount of detail, it genuinely is really good, and a good idea of what we're going to see in the future. Match up my views aren't too great. If you look at my most viewed videos, then fair enough, I have like one video over 100,000 views, the odd video over 10,000, but most of them gets around 50 to 60. I'd be lucky to get 100 every week. Yeah, some normal stuff down. Yeah, so with Train Sim World, I think whilst the bug fixing isn't too noticeable, when they do release DLC, that's when you see a major stability boost in the main simulator as well. I mean, since the release of Great Western Railway, they recently also added a new livery to the Class 66. So you had the standard DB train, and then you've now got one that's a little bit more British Rail owned as well. So you have two liveries for the Class 66, which is nicely appreciated. And I remember we also had the initial CSX Heavy Haul livery editions as well. But yeah, it's nice to see that they haven't completely given up on adding new content as well to the thing. Steam train route in India. Actually, when you say that, steam train route in India, that probably would be a good match. I mean, not many train sims or even not many simulators full stop will really go that much into India, the Asian, trans-Asian countries. So having a steam train route in India would be quite an interesting one, especially towards the northern end of the country, where it's a little bit more scarcely populated and lots of valleys and open scenery. That would be quite a nice one to look at. Either way, we'll see what Dovetail Games have planned for us in the future when it comes to Train Sim World. God, it's so laggy. Yeah, I need to switch over to GPU streaming, not CPU. Because this is just horrible. I'm rather sad, really. I mean, this is now a stream because it's quite a large stream for me as well, this one. Being so early with the Rapid Transit DLC. Shame to see it lagging so badly. So 2 miles left to go on the distance-wise. I go a bit forward down the track. There you go, level crossing view should do. And I've just realised the speed limit's also a lot lower as well. But I will say, I mean, this is my first time actually doing this route at night, and I will say, in terms of lighting, because the Unreal Engine is known for its like realistic graphics and night lighting. Oh, that's on to emergency brakes there. Great. Neutral, switch pantographs now. Welcome to stream, Vertskater, how are you doing? I've completely messed this up and it's just unfortunately went to emergency brakes. You are right. Before the you said the throttle lever was unresponsive. Now it's too responsive and it's way too fast when it comes to moving the controls. Way too fast. But yeah, I mean, look around. There aren't too many India routes in Train Simulator, Flight Simulator, Ship Simulator, any simulator, any game. There aren't too many Indian themed kind of things. But when you think about India, some like the details you can get through that. So like old temples, you can go through whole towns and cities where people actually live right on track edge as well. Get some pretty interesting stuff out of that. I'm not sure about British trains in India, but I do know that if you go to Australia, you do have some trains like the Class 43 over there, just converted into Australian gauge railways, which are a little wider than the British standard gauge one. But yeah, someone send a note over to Dovetail Games now. We want tracks in India. I think that's the future now. There you go, good on Nightbot. Remind you how to win the rapid transit keys during this live stream. Again, Dovetail Games James going to give me 2 Steam keys and just told me to chuck them away on the live stream at some points. For slow wipers actually, do need some visuals outside. So 0.6 miles to marker. In a moment we'll slow down. So we are now going to be behind schedule because the emergency brake instant earlier, and in fact I'm not going as fast as I should be. It should be alright anyway. So we will slow train down right about now. Just a little bit more, I'd say. There we go, right about now, stop saying a train. There you go, the unlit platforms starting to appear in the distance. We need more lights at these stations. We need more lights in general. Ooh, max brake. That didn't go into emergency brakes there again. Emergency brakes it is. Sometimes brakes are way too powerful, sometimes brakes are too unresponsive. Story of my life. Unlock the right side. And let's neutralise the train. Stick this thing off in neutral. And cut out all power. And then these 2 doors should be closed. 3 doors should be closed. I like the wiper squeak as well. The wipers just squeak ever so slightly when they do move. Do I really need to I don't know anymore. This sim is starting to glitch out now. No, right, so unlock right. Have I broken the train? I think I may have. Right, so all doors are now closed. They just do this manually. I think I may have found a glitch in the simulator. Let's lock left then. Nope. Try the manual buttons instead. Fair enough, that does work. So, I've broken the UI, but the train itself works. Right, okay. Dovetail Games, fix your game. Fair enough, that's poor braking on my part. Should have been a bit more active. I mean, it's wet, rainy weather, so I've got a feeling that track slippage is now a thing. The Dovetail Games may have modded. Modded detailed. I'm not sure if that's a thing, track slippage. I need to look into that, but either way, it's potential. It's potential. So we are almost done loading. I'll try the UI again to lock the doors, see if that's still working or not. And then we'll set our way. Otherwise, we're now going to be very late for the next station. So power comes back on. Training forward. And let's go to Yes Neats. Yes Neats Honor. Ah yes, Matt P's video. So yeah, track slippage is now a thing in Train Sim Worlds. Like, again, it's that little bit of detail that you can get, which Train Simulator 18 or any other train simulator just doesn't do. Track slippage. Now we need is leaves on the track and cancellation delays. Cancelled trains and leaves on track. I think that's the two things now we need to see in Dovetail Games. But with track slippage now being a thing, again, progress into why this could be one of, if not the most realistic and in-depth simulators out there. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Fable. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Real weather and trains in world, yeah, real weather is something that would be quite cool. And what if there was multiplayer? Multiplayer games are one of those things I'm sure Dovetail Games have mentioned in the past, but I'm not sure what is going on about that. I'm sure I remember hearing them say something about multiplayer and trains in world. But weather, real world weather would be quite interesting to have on certain parts of the routes. And yeah, train multiplayer, so like have different people within train, one controlling the... Actually, Lily Train's now single driver operated. So, I don't know anymore. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what Dovetail Games do bring into this. And see how long this simulator stays in early access for before we get it fully released. I mean, even the executable is ts2 prototype.exe or something like that. 5% brake, just let them train a little bit. 2 miles to the next station. We'll carry this on its current set. So I probably won't do the entire route back to Leipzig. We'll see how far we go. At some point, like I said, we'll do the giveaway and then bring the stream to an end. So maybe when we get to the centre of Leipzig, I'll do the actual giveaway bit of the stream. Again, whilst you guys have an idea of what the stream's like on my end, so if you look at the screen, it's a lot more smooth. Move chat to the side a bit. So yeah, it's a lot smoother, the simulator, compared to what you can see. Not sure why it's lagging so badly on your end. So OBS is just taking something else, I don't even know what. I do need to start thinking about slowing the train down in just a moment and bring it to the next station, but just beforehand I will speed it up a bit. 21:23, 21:22, yeah, now about a minute, about 2 minutes late. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes late. Welcome to stream Wild Public Transport, how you doing? I have to say, driving at night, you have to really think a lot more about your own driving, because you can't see the next platform, you can't see the next station. It's really based on what you know about the route and what the UI can tell you. I wonder how drivers in the real world do this without the UI. Actually, probably down to route knowledge, they know where everything is. All these trains probably have some slight automation as well, so it's automatic braking, stop. Yeah, so you have to say it once and then you have a chance of winning the giveaway. My train on left there. He's just leaving. Whoops. I want to manage brakes again. Welcome back, Puma. Which is quite a long platform, so we can stop a little bit early in this one. So we'll now open the doors. Stick train in neutral again. And electric cycle breaker off. On. Off, I don't know anymore. Either way, stick train to powerless mode. Stick it on the battery for bringing back the pantograph. So yeah, you can see a lot of passengers now deboarding here. And then not too many boarding at this station. So yeah, second car pretty inactive. And you have this one guy then just standing here. It means the last train of the day, this one. There are no more trains after mine heading southbound. So if I were you, please get in the train. So if I have a quick look at the giveaways, so we have 9 people on Twitch. And we have 21 people on YouTube with a chance to win the giveaway. Let's now lock the train. Bring power back in. Train forward. And let's get going. So 1.5 miles to Wolfen Bieterfield. So trying to, actually we'll probably go a little bit over the speed limit here, just try and buy some time. As we are now very, very late, I can tell you that. We're going up to 5 minutes delayed now. Yeah, meant to be there at 25 past, now 27 past. What can I do about it? Really gonna go over the speed limit and try and get there as soon as possible. And that's trains in neutral. And then start our brakes in just a moment. But I will say, when it comes to night time, it does add a new level of dynamicness to the simulator, just because of the lighting and just how it all feels, really. Very different to the daytime environments. I mean, the tunnels will also be quite interesting as well, actually, I will say. Likewise, the underground station lighting would be quite interesting if it has got the proper lighting behind it. So the next station is now visible, there we go. I don't mind nights, yeah, when it comes to nights, so nighttime driving, nighttime flying, all that kind of stuff, I don't mind it too much. I personally don't mind it too much. Feels very different to daytime though. There we go, stop train here. And of course don't forget it's raining as well, making it even more gloomy in a way. Yeah, again, Dovetail Games, fix your pathfinding, it's broken. I mean, it's their first attempt on more realistic passenger movements within a train simulator compared to Train Sim 18 where passengers fade in and out of existence. But again, the simulator I think does it best is World of Subways Volume 3, where pathfinding is spot on when it comes to how people move. Proper spot on moving. Passengers will also adjust for the doors exactly to where they're meant to be. And also, when you're about to miss your train, it will also start to run to the door as well. Just that extra detail that not many simulators will add. Anyways, we'll now lock these doors. Let doors close, and then in 1.4 miles we'll go to Greppim. Welcome to stream, Fierce. How are you doing? Here we go, so we're train to neutral again. Actually, we'll carry on full power. But it's not too far away to Greppim if we start braking to bring it to a halt. Yeah, again, for those who want a chance of winning the Rapid Transit DLC as a route, there you go. Nightbot's just got me there. Just say Rapid Transit in both Twitch and YouTube chat for a chance to win a Steam key for it, which I'll send you at the end of the stream. I like how it's slowing down for a station. I just physically can't see this one. No worries, you too, mate, as well. Yeah, thanks for watching as well. Do appreciate it. But yeah, no worries, Mike. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas as well to you. And I do hope we, yeah, I hope I'll chat to you again in the future as well. Alright, slow down. And get to a halt right about here. And unlock rights. Oh yeah, like the station as well. I actually think it goes underground to switch platforms, as opposed to over a footbridge. And I think German stations do go for. It's an underground transition on overground one. At least not common. There are some footbridges in Germany. But again, it's the details and everything. So you got your brickwork, your patterns, everything. Just this simulator really goes straight to town with it. Something not too many train simulators, well, any simulator will really go for. I mean, obviously, in terms of modelling, the thing this simulator is #1. In terms of like realism, I think if you're looking for realism, if it's a train simulator and look into World of Subways Volume 3, again being probably the most realistic simulator ever created by any developer team. TML Studios should be proud of it. World of Subways Volume 3, fantastic simulator that. I also did a live stream and a series on that as well in the past, and I do actually owe you guys one more London Underground Simulator live stream as well, driving the entire Circle Line on a... I think people voted for clockwise. I didn't double check the votes. Yeah, there is one more train sim, Sideways Volume 3 stream I need to do. So yeah, beat airfield in 1.3 miles, and then we start to reach the long stretch of tracks before we carry on the rest of the journey. Well, actually, I'm thinking again, because last train of the day, what's our chance we actually need to stop at these stations as well? The intermediate ones that we don't normally have to go to. Because after that, next train on this track is I think it's like 6 AM, 4 AM, something like that. Which means there is nothing else later on. There are 3 more trains heading northbound, but I'm the last southbound train. Whoops, no, it's one forward. How long left? I'd say another 40-45 minutes, I'd say, on this one. Unless I do something catastrophous and destroy everything. We'll see. Ooh, it's very dark in the section, I have to say. Not much I'm looking at. And I'm going to miss the station. Shoots. She brakes on both. We're going to go way past this one. This is the long beam headlights. I've got nothing longer. I've got a short beam, but this is long beam because trains don't need long beams. You don't really see much in front of you. I mean, if you do see something cross track or something stuck there, then chances are you're going to hit it. So that's why I don't get too long beams on a train. Unfortunately, this was a really long platform, so I don't actually mess up too badly. It's a very long platform, I have to say. So these passengers, unless you walk down to the train, you're not going to get it. Oh well, your problem, not mine. But yeah, if I do go down to headlights, so yeah, this is the high beam. I've then got a low beam or dimmed beam, and then no headlights at all. Welcome to stream, Mr. Drags. How you doing? Again, do remember I'm also streaming on Twitch, so if you want 2 chances to win, go onto Twitch as well and say the keyword. Actually, before I go, just get neutral, power back on, forward. Let's go. There you go. 6.8 miles now to the next station. As it stands, we have 23 people on YouTube in the competition, 23 on YouTube, and a total of 9 on Twitch. Now to go up to 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers an hour. And some of the 5 miles to the next stop. Yeah, very dark. That's basically how dark it is in real life. Train Sim World does try and get it as realistic as possible. Just it's not so laggy in my case, I've said a few times now. There we go, now passing another station we don't need to stop at. It's another 4 miles until I do need to stop. So we're actually already about halfway down the map as well. At night content is bad FPS. Maybe in that case I should always stream at night. But as you see, we're already almost about halfway down the route and the return journey. And like I said, once we are in the tunnel, that's when I'll do the giveaway and I'll end stream just when we get to the end of this route. So yeah, tunnel is when I do the giveaway. You know, 3 miles to go. We should have been at the station a minute ago. I'm not sure how far the tunnels are away. No, 3 miles to the next station. Tunnels still a little bit more distance away. Alright, so put train into neutral power now, and in a moment we will then start to slow down. There we go, coming up station now. And our platform's on the right, fair enough. There's now 100% brake here. Now take us to the end of the platform at least. So about 3.5 minutes late, it comes to 4 minutes late now. Isn't great by any means. Yep, also got a sign buff here as well for trains that are finishing service over here today. you go. Leipzig und Bauernhof. So if I stand at the end of the platform, as the train then leaves the area. Yeah, I do like it, Robert. It's a very, very nice route to BM. And there you go, now leaving the station. After that, I think it's like another 3 miles next station. 6 miles, okay. Yeah, driven 160 kilometers in total now, so get a few more bonus points. To Rapidtransit, Leipzig, so yeah, some more long distance driving for next station. Yes, this is in Germany, in Leipzig. So once again, we can train up to full speed again. And that almost brings us to the end of the route as well. Not too far now. So if tunnel starts at... Hang on, whereabouts? So no, that's after it. So it's in this section here. Just a turntable there. So if tunnel starts about here in the centre of the map now, it's not too far left to go. And yeah, 2.6 miles to the 2.5 miles now to Rapidtransit. And after Rapidtransit, the stations are again much closer together, so it's more of a stopping rapid transit journey as opposed to the long distance I'm doing right now, which is reminiscent of the Great Western Railway, especially the class 43 HST, which had long distances between both stations because you either went direct to Reading, or you stopped at Maidenhead or Slough along the way, one of the two stations. I think there may be like one train a day with stops at both as well. So in a moment we'll start to slow down for Rapidtransit, start to stop. So yeah, so around 1 mile you will set the train to neutral, and then because I got it in miles per hour, it's going to be different for kilometres, but because I'm British I got it in miles per hour, the UI, and basically it's your speeds divided by 10, and that's how many, your speeds times by 10, and that's how many yards you got to slow down in basically. and then brakes around 80-90% before that. So you see I'm currently at 90 miles per hour for 700 yards, so I did a little bit late there. But what you want to try and do is match your speed to your distance, and that generally works alright. So I keep 100% braking for now. Once I get to around, again, matching speed and distance, I'll then lighten up on the brakes a bit. Although in this case I don't think I actually need to, because I'll be stopping right exactly at the end of the platform. Yeah, that's probably my best braking so far in the simulator. Nope, a little bit more, so I just lighten up a little bit, add some power into it, and just slowly push it to the end of the station. There we go, full braking, and then that should be perfect for me. So if I just look outside, oh yes, all the rain effects in the window, nice little detail on the simulator there. Yeah, that one guy is now standing there. Hopefully he'll join and get on the train. Please do, this is the last train of the day, man. Without me, you won't be getting home tonight. I see you're waiting for a friend who's missed the last train of the day, now disappointed. And that's something I can't help you with. But either way, really like the simulator, really nicely done this one. It's rapid transit, one word, Mr. and Mrs. and Man 2000. It's rapid transit, one word to win the giveaway. So in fact, I'll get Nightbots just to update you all. And off we go. So yes, misspell, just say it in one word and you get a chance to win. There we go. So now you're in the giveaway for the end of the stream. Also, thank you very much, Ika Ari, for subscribing. Much appreciated. Another train, the other track's there. Another 2.9 miles to Leipzig mess. What's the frame rate like? On my screen, I'm getting up to 60 FPS, no problem. But because OBS is being an absolutely terrible program for me today, it's no way near as good. But the frame rate's good, it's just OBS the reason that it looks so slow on your end. And that unfortunately I can't do anything about until I probably go into XSplit. I'm going to probably uninstall OBS and install XSplit. XSplit seems to be the nicer program now. And of course free as well. And again, I've done it a few times, so if I switch over to my desktop view, the game's running no lag, no problem whatsoever, looks perfect. It's night time, so you can't see too much. There you go, so that, as it stands here, nicely done, works really well. Unfortunately, though, because of the game capture in this game, it's just being a massive catastrophe. So yeah, I do apologise for the very choppy gameplay. So if I now put the train into neutral. Whoops. Another train. And in just a moment we'll then start to slow down for Leipzig mess. Yes, I'm using keyboard controls. And there we go, just slowly cruise into the station as before. And then that's just 100% it again. Yeah, now come up to 6 minutes late. Not great at all. So it probably will affect my score at the end of it. That should be fine. There we go. Max brake. And let's unlock the doors on the left. Nope, no one getting on, no one getting off. But of course we need to stay for the entire minute or so. We need to stand here and wow, it's a very dark track. Is there a wall between us? I don't know. It looks like it. Either way, it's a very dark track. And these stations aren't exactly lit up very well either. Ah, so it's the main... Yeah, so now we're on the main road. A few lights down here as well. Probably a reflection from something. Not too sure. Anyway, let's try and find the walkway back up to platform level. There we go. Enter the train. Close the door. And get ready to leave. Yeah, so Train Sim World's a lot better with this sort of stuff. The actual station and building modelling quality is a lot higher. I'm a medium kind of rig. I'm in the medium middle area. My graphics card's the one thing holding me back. So I've got an i7 processor, 6700K. I'm running a i7 processor with 16 gigs of RAM, but it's my graphics card, a GTX 745, which is way behind, and I do need to upgrade at some point. Alright, so unit's gone down as well. Looks like the next station now. So if I go for a little bit of weaker brake. Now gets into the station. So carry on. Balance the brakes. And there we go, that's perfect. And now we are in Leipzig Nord. So We're very close to the tunnels now. Like I said, first tunnel station in the central station is where I'll do the giveaway. Where again we have 2 keys to give out for Train Sim World Rapid Transit. So make sure you've said Rapid Transit in chat, both on Twitch and YouTube, because there's 2 keys to give away, 1 on Twitch, 1 on YouTube. So for high chance to win, make sure you say it on both channels. Likewise, make sure you're subscribed and followed as well, so that I can easily communicate with you. Otherwise I'm going to have to try and search you on Steam, which will take a bit of time. But either way, yeah, make sure you're on both channels for a good chance to win. And please do make my life easier by following, subscribing in both areas just to communicate with you. Alright, got an FPS. Ooh, hang on. There we go. Okay, another one of these deep, dark, gloomy underground sections. Oops. Oh yes, and Train Sim World's camera glitch. Dovetail Games is not good at cameras. Whether it be Train Sim World, Flight Sim World, you name it, cameras are not Dovetail Games' strong points. Yeah, do mind the gap between the train and the platform. As I said a few times, Wild Subways Volume 3, the London Underground Simulator by TML Studios is probably my all-time #1 train simulator. Let's lock the doors. And let's go. Leipzig, is it Hauptbahnhof? I'm not too sure. Again, I'm not too sure how that's pronounced. I do apologise. And again, do check out my channel every Monday as well, where I'll be doing Train Sim World Rapid Transit as a normal series from this point on. Again, every single Monday. Oh yeah, we're in a tunnel section, which means you know what that guys means. Time for the giveaway. Because yeah, we are very late at the station anyway, so it should be fine. Right then, this is your last chance guys. We're going to say Rapid Transit in chat, because the moment we stop, the moment these doors open, I'm giving away the 2 keys for Dovetail Games Rapid Transit. The winners of the keys I'll then be in contact with at the end of the stream, so once I get to the end of this route, I'll then do my final goodbyes, and then I'll DM you with a congratulations and a Steam key on really doing this. Do note, as I said a few times, you need an active copy of Train Sim World in order to redeem the key. So you do need CSX Heavy Haul, otherwise this key will not work. So last chance guys, Rapid Transit. Right then, let's see who are 2 lucky winners for Train Sim World Rapid Transit. First off, we have the Twitch chat. There are 10 people with a chance to win. Congratulations Lucas Roblox for winning your copy of Rapid Transit on Twitch. When I go to the next station, And at the next station, we'll then do the YouTube giveaway for Rapid Transit. There you go. Well played, Lucas. You've won yourself a copy of Rapid Transit. So at the end of the stream, I'll be in contact with you on how to redeem it on Steam. I'm not sure you know how a Steam key works. Also, do you have a copy of Train Sim World? If not, then either buy it now, or if I give you the key, save it somewhere safe, and then if you do ever get the game, you can redeem it. There's no limits, no nothing. You can use it whenever you have the simulator. So next time it goes on sale or something. Right, so I'll go to the next station. This train's broken again. Hang on. Really, train? You can do this to me now. There we go. At the next station, we'll then give out the second and final key of Train Sim World's Rapid Transit. So make sure on YouTube and just say Rapid Transit on YouTube. This is a very big one now. I think we've got, how many people have said this one? We have 23 people who are in the YouTube votes. So one of 23 people will win the Rapid Transit key. So I'll start setting up the next station actually is already, because it is quite a close one. There it is. Start slowing down. And stop. Right then, let's see who's going to win the second Rapid Transit key. This one is for YouTube. Congrats, Ramses Speller. You've won yourself a copy of Train Sim World Rapid Transit. I'll give you your key at the end of the stream. So, yeah, there you go. That's 2 copies of Rapid Transit. Both of them given out. With your profile just in case. I've said your username. Yeah, Ramses Speller. I'll give your key at the end of the stream. Congrats. Well played. And with that, the giveaway now comes to an end. And we've got a few more stations left on the route till the live stream comes to an end. But like I said, well played, you two. I'll send you your keys as soon as the stream comes to an end. And as before, make sure you do have a copy of Train Sim World CS6 Heavy Haul as well. And that way you can activate the key. Otherwise, save it on the safe place somewhere, like a notepad document or something. And then you can unlock it as soon as you have the game. So now we'll lock the door. At this point, I think it's time we're trying to catch up with the time, because we are so late now. About 10 minutes late now. It's the next station. Hang on. Yeah, about 7 minutes late now at this point, which isn't great by any means. My stream is also picked up as well, so the quality of it in terms of lagging is also slightly better. Again, I'll look into it. I think that's max braking, and slow down for the next station. Unlock left. And let's go. Yeah, you're a little late for that, Robert. We have now just finished the giveaway. And again, thank you very much Dovetail Games James for also giving me the 2 scheme keys to give out. So like I said, both winners, Ramses and, what was the other guy's name again? Ramses and Lucas. At the end of the stream, make sure you're checking your chat, and then I'll have the keys to give you right away. Again, I just love the lighting. This simulator really is fantastic. Okay, so it starts going out for the next station. Here, this is why this DLC is rapid transit. At this point, it's now centre of town. Stop after stop after stop. If this was Train Simulator 2018, then it'd be raining these tunnels. I can tell you for a fact, it'd be raining in the tunnels. It'd be raining in the stations. This simulator, Train Simulator has that all sorted out. This point's actually a normal train simulator with realistic kind of physics. Oh yes, and again these stations as well. So this station in the real world looks exactly like this, with the coloured blocks going across the roof. Exactly like this in the real world. Just the details, everything in this simulator genuinely is fantastic, and it's why I'm such a fan of Train Sim World, Great Western not Great Western Express, sorry, Rapid Transit, just because it's exactly like that. It's so realistic, it's absolutely fantastic. And why Train Sim 18 doesn't really interest me too much as a simulator, just because it's so basic now as a simulator. I mean, 10 years ago, fair enough, it was great, but it's just slowed down since then. Nowadays, it's much nicer in terms of scenery, in terms of what to look at, in terms of how it works. This is so much better. There's people now be leaving the tunnels in just a moment. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Yes, we are in this station. In this, I remember now. So it's this station. I think it's either. It might actually be the next one we actually finished the route at. Either way, it's been a nice stream. This one, heading 2 ways back and forth on the Leipzig S-Bahn route, driving the DBBR 1442-6 Transit 2 train, also affectionately known as Hamster Cheeks by you Germans. And yeah, we're now very late. There's no point even trying to catch up with time at this point. We'll just slowly go into the next station. Yeah, as long as all doors are in the platform, that's fine. Just a very dark bit of the platform. yeah, passengers do disappear and jump to a seat teleporting inside the train. That's why I do think the subways will be the better sim, because passengers will actually stand up and sit down at their seats directly. But either way, this is a nice close second for me in terms of the realism, the modelling, and also some of the physics as well. And the ambience as well. So, for example, the wiper there producing a little bit of noise as well. The electric generators and all of that. Although I actually have turned off the electric generators at this station. So just go close the doors. And then let's go to Leipzig which I believe is the last station on this line. Might be wrong. We'll see. At least with full power, I'm not too sure. It doesn't feel like it. Doesn't sound like it either. Either way, I went for slowing down. Yeah, fair enough. It's like we just jumped a cycle or something for a moment there. Disconnected from the pantograph when we jump. Either way, it shouldn't matter too much. The next thing was yellow, which means this is now the final stop on the journey. There we go, 500 yards to go. Let's start to bring the train to a halt for the last time in this live stream. And there we go. Welcome to Leipzig Konowitz. Let's take an emergency brake for now. And secondary brake I will also use if required, although in this case we don't need it. And there we go. Unlock doors. And passengers should now all deboard the train, because this is the last stop on the route. Nope, no, don't enter. This train's not going anywhere unless you guys want to sit here all night. But it's your loss. So let's go through the train again, just one more time. Yeah, okay, please leave the train. Please leave the train. As for you, please leave the train, or I'll just stand on you instead. Please leave the train. And as much as I know how nice first class is with your expensive leather seats, I'd also request that you leave first class as well, as we are not going anywhere now. This is the last stop at the end of this route. And there we go. Right, the return train at 22:35, which I'm not going to do. So, yeah. That's that. Train sim mod, rapid transit. Let's go back to main menu. So, hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I mean, I definitely did. It's got to do 2 lengths of this route. There you go, there's some information on the train. But otherwise, train sim mod, rapid transit. Every Monday, starting tomorrow, I'll be doing one of these scenarios, so do keep an eye out for that. So tomorrow will be rapid transit, and you'll just be working your way down to the last one across town. So only 5 missions for this one. But either way, they're about half an hour in length, so not too bad for me, not too time consuming to record, and not too long that you guys probably won't get bored watching through these. But either way, once again, congratulations Ramses and Lucas for winning the 2 Steam keys I had on offer today. And I think for now, that brings us to the end of our live stream. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Do leave a like if you did, do subscribe. If you're on Twitch, leave us a follow as well. All that is very much appreciated. And once again, thank you very much for everyone being good sports with the giveaway. Never know, if I do ever get anyone else like Steam keys, DLCs, you name it, if anyone do contact me to do a giveaway, I'll be more than happy to do it. But at this time, all I can do is say thank you very much for watching, and do have a good evening as well, people, and do have a good next week.